Welcome to We Learn. This is session 6 of OOAD. Today we are going to discuss about UML, that is Unified Modeling Language. In this we are going to discuss certain topics which are as follows. First one is model elements, then general mechanisms, after that extending the UML, then modeling with UML. So these are the elements which we are going to discuss in this UML. First one is class. Class is basically represented with the help of a rectangle. In the first box, in the first part of that rectangle you write the class name. In the second one, you use attributes. You will declare attributes on which the operation is going to be performed, and then the next one is operations. That means operation shows the functioning or the tasks which a particular class is going to perform. After that we are going to use objects. Similarly, their attributes and operations. Operations represents the functioning of those objects. Then we use states. States shows the behavior of a particular system at a particular point of time. These are represented with the help of a rectangular box. Then nodes. Nodes are the different components in a computer system, और कोई भी हमारा ये एक सिस्टम हो सकता है, उसमें जो हमारे डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स हैं उनको हम रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं विद द हेल्प ऑफ ए नोड. दीज नोड्स आर represented with the help of a cube. Here you can see this is a cube. Now next comes the use cases. Use cases shows the action of a particular actor on a system. So use case is represented with the help of a oval shape diagram. Then comes the package. In a package we include all those informations which are interrelated to each other. That means all those operations or objects which are similar in behavior, these are included in a package. Next comes the node. Node is basically used to give a comment or to give a message, with the help of which a user or a programmer can easily understand what operation is performed in the system. Next comes the component. Next हमारा component आता है. Component को हम represent करते हैं एक rectangular box से with two slabs in it. These are the two slabs which are represented by rectangles. Now there are certain elements, model elements, which we generally use for the representation of data. That means to show the flow of data. First one is dependency. Dependency is basically represented with the help of dotted line along with the arrow. Arrow shows the flow of information, the direction of flow of information. किस डायरेक्शन में हमारी इन्फॉर्मेशन फ्लो होगी ये शो किया जाता है एरोज की हेल्प से. नेक्स्ट कम्स द जनरलाइजेशन. सिमिलरली इन द जनरलाइजेशन पार्ट the information flow is shown by the bold line, the darker line along with the arrow which shows the direction of flow of information. Similarly, next comes the association. Association is simply shown by a dark line. This line is called as a link. Next comes the aggregation. Similarly, in aggregation flow of information is shown by a line along with a direction arrow which shows the direction in which the information is going to be flowed. Next comes the model elements. It basically shows the relationships which exist in a UML or in a system. So first relationship is association. Association basically क्या होता है, हमारे different components को combine करके हम एक particular system create करते हैं. A normal example of association is suppose association is basically when we talk about a normal relationship. जब भी हम किसी normal relationship की बात करते हैं, that means like there is a class called student and there is another class called teacher. Normal example है, एक class है हमारी student, एक class है teacher, उनके बीच हम relationship show करेंगे with the help of association. That means a student learns from teacher. So learns from represents the name of association. Similarly, generalization shows the concept of inheritance. That means it shows which class inherits the data from superclasses. Next comes the dependency. Dependency shows that which elements are dependent on the other elements, which elements of a system are depending on the other elements of a system. Next comes the aggregation. Basically when we talk about aggregation, it is a form of association. Aggregation जो होता है वो हमारा association का ही एक form होता है. एग्रीगेशन में बेसिकली क्या होता है, यहाँ पर हमारे जो डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स हैं उनको कंबाइन करके उनको एग्रीगेट करके हम एक क्रिएट करते हैं, एक होल सिस्टम क्रिएट करते हैं. लाइक यहाँ पर हम एक नॉर्मल एग्जांपल लेते हैं कार का. हमारी जो कार है उसमें डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स ऑब्जेक्ट्स कौन कौन से हो सकते हैं, लाइक brakes, wheels, handles and tires. So all these components when are combined together it forms a complete entity called a car. So this comes under aggregation. Now here is a one-to-one association. That means there is only one class can be connected to another class. So this type of association is represented with the help of one-to-one association. Here you can see there is a class called country and is connected to the another class called city. So this is a single one-to-one association and the name of the association here is has capital. So यहाँ पर association का name है has capital. That means you will read it in this manner like country has capital city, like Canada has capital Ottawa, France has capital Paris, and similarly Senegal has capital Dakar. So this is a common example of one-to-one association. Now comes the many-to-many associations. Many-to-many association means that there are going to be multiple number of classes, multiple number of relationships between different classes. That means यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं लाइन एक पर्टिकुलर हमारी क्लास है एंड पॉइंट इज अ पर्टिकुलर क्लास. These two classes are here you can see 2 plus, that means more than 2 points are needed to form a line. That means it shows the many-to-many association. Now comes the role. Role is basically the operation which a component is going to perform. So at a particular point of time, एक particular time पर जो भी हमारा component हैं, elements हैं, जो task perform कर रहे हैं उसको कहते हैं एक particular component का role. Next comes the role names for associations. किसी भी association के लिए हम उसका role name define कर सकते हैं कि वो क्या task perform कर रहे हैं. Like हमने example लिया यहाँ पर person का. Person, there is a class called person and there is another class called company. So यहाँ पर role name क्या है, works for. That means this is a association name as well as role name, which role the person is going to perform. So person works for company. This is the role of a person, that he is going to work for a company. This is the role of a person, that he is going to work for company. So here you can see that person works for. This black diagram represents the stronger relationship. किसी भी डायग्राम को अगर आप शेड कर देते हो विद अ ब्लैक दैट that means it shows the stronger relationship. That means if you remove any component the relationship is not going to exist. Now comes the ordering. Ordering is basically related to the proper arrangement or sequence of operations or elements. Similarly here you can see an ordered set of objects in the many end of an association is indicated by writing ordered next to the multiplicity dot for the role. That means जहाँ पर भी हम multiplicity का concept use करेंगे वहाँ पर आप ordering को show कर सकते हैं with the help of word ordered. Like here you can see window ordered screen. That means window is visible on screen. जो हमारी window है हम कंप्यूटर सिस्टम्स यूज़ करते हैं वहाँ पर विंडोज़ आती हैं डिफरेंट वो हमारी मॉनिटर की स्क्रीन पर विजिबल होती हैं. सो दिस इज शोज द ऑर्डर्ड एसोसिएशन. नाउ कम्स द qualification. Basically when we talk about qualification it shows the relationship between two or more objects or classes with the help of a qualifier. When we talk about qualifier, जब हम qualify की बात करते हैं ये एक स्पेशल एट्रीब्यूट होता है which reduces effective multiplicity of an association. That means ये हमारी multiplicity को reduce करने के लिए यूज़ किया जाता है so that we can represent the system in a easier way. Here is a common example of qualified and unqualified association. Here you can see stock exchange. This is a unqualified association. यहाँ पर हमने डायरेक्टली सिंपल वे में दो क्लासेस के बीच में कनेक्शन शो किया है. बट इन अ क्वालिफाइड एसोसिएशन यू कैन सी हमने जो स्टॉक एक्सचेंज की एक क्लास थी उसको और थिकर बनाया. तो ये जब हम किसी चीज़ को और ज़्यादा थिकर बनाते हैं यहाँ पर हम थिकर का मतलब है उसे हमने और ज़्यादा एक्सटेंड किया है. दैट मीन्स हम किसी भी क्लास को फर्दरली एक्सटेंड करके तब दूसरी क्लास के साथ उसकी रिलेशनशिप एग्जिस्ट कराएंगे. तो इस टाइप की जो रिलेशनशिप होती है उसको हम कहते हैं क्वालिफाइड एसोसिएशन. नाउ कम्स द एग्रीगेशन. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एग्रीगेशन, बेसिकली एग्रीगेशन इज अ कॉन्सेप्ट where different components are combined together to form a complete entity. Complete क्लास। सो नॉर्मल एग्जांपल इज, यहाँ पर नॉर्मल एक एग्जांपल लेते हैं, माइक्रो कंप्यूटर, हमारे पास एक कंप्यूटर सिस्टम है, तो वहाँ पर हम एग्रीगेशन का कॉन्सेप्ट यूज़ करके डिफरेंट एलिमेंट्स को यूज़ करके एक कंप्यूटर सिस्टम, होल कंप्यूटर सिस्टम क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, लाइक मॉनिटर, system box, mouse and keyboard. When all these are combined together, it forms a microcomputer. So aggregation is shown by diagonal symbol. Here you can see system box is further divided into 4 components, that is chassis, CPU, RAM and fan. System box को आप furtherly parts में divide कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पर this is a normal example of aggregation. Similarly, here is an example of generalization. Generalization shows the कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ इनहेरिटेंस। हमने यहाँ पे एक विंडोज़ क्लास क्रिएट की। विंडोज़ क्लास हैज़ सर्टेन एट्रीब्यूट्स लाइक x2 y1 x2 y2। सिमिलरली it has certain functions like display, undisplay, raise and lower. Now this class is further divided into different classes like scrolling, window class, add element and item name. So these are further divided into further categories. This is basically represented with the help of a triangle. And as we have already discussed, जिन चीज़ों को हम डार्क कलर से शो करते हैं, that means they shows this darker color shows the strong relationship between these classes. Now here are certain questions related to our discussion up to now. The first one is, what is use case diagram? Then system, actors and use cases. Under this you will define communicates relationships, extends relationships, uses relationships and relationships between use cases, and at last grouping. After that, the next is describing use case, testing use cases and working the use cases. Now after that, there is next one is background UML. बेसिकली बैकग्राउंड UML की जब हम बात करते हैं, बैकग्राउंड UML का मतलब है हम UML से पहले कौन कौन सी लैंग्वेजेस या कौन कौन सी टेक्निक्स यूज़ कर सकते थे या करते थे रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ ए सिस्टम, फॉर द रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ ए सिस्टम. सो इन 90s number of popular object oriented methods are used. Under this category, unified modeling language proposal for set of standard notation. That means in this category the first one is unified modeling language. Unified modeling language is basically a language which uses different tools for the representation of a system. Basically it shows different, it focuses on different components of a system. That's why it becomes very popular. ये इसलिए काफ़ी पॉपुलर हुई यहाँ पर क्योंकि हर एक सिस्टम के अलग अलग कंपोनेंट पर अलग अलग फोकस किया जाता है. Basically it is used for the analysis phase. UML notations used. So basically the notations which we are going to use in a UML are, first one is class diagrams. As we have already discussed, it shows the static information of a system, like static structure of a system. That means those processes, those tasks or those components which will be common for all the systems which you are going to create. So these types of structures are represented with the help of a class diagram. Next comes the activity diagram. Basically activity diagram shows the activities, the tasks, the operations which are going to be performed or which are performed by a system. Then the next one is use case diagram. Use case diagram shows the functioning of actors. That means the actors, the operation of actors which they are going to perform over a system. Next comes the state diagrams. State diagrams are basically the interactive diagrams which shows the state of a system at a particular point of time. किस पर्टिकुलर टाइम पर सिस्टम हमारी किस स्टेज में है, किस स्टेट में है, ये शो करते हैं हम स्टेट डायग्राम्स के थ्रू. देन कम्स द एक्टिविटी डायग्राम. Activity diagram shows the activities, the sequence of activities in which the operations are going to be performed. Basically it is useful if control is mainly synchronous. That means जहाँ पर भी हमारे ऑपरेशंस हैं वो सेम सीक्वेंस में फॉलो होते हैं, सेम ऑर्डर में फॉलो हो रहे हैं, प्रॉपर सीक्वेंस है उनका, वहाँ पर हम एक्टिविटी डायग्राम्स का यूज़ करते हैं. अदरवाइज वी विल यूज़ स्टेट डायग्राम्स. बेसिकली फॉर दिस पर्पस वी कैन ऑल्सो use model control flow within a task method. That means it shows the flow of information for a particular operation. Suppose हमें कोई ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म करना, लाइक हमें कॉल रिसीव करनी है या कॉल किसी को हमें कॉल लगानी है एक नंबर से दूसरे नंबर पर यूजिंग अ टेलीफोन सिस्टम. सो वहाँ पर हम डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज़ परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, लाइक पिकिंग अप अ फोन, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल पिकिंग अप अ फोन, देन डायलिंग अ नंबर, then the bell starts ringing, the communication will set up, and after that the persons who are engaged over the phone lines, they can start their conversations, and after the conversation they can terminate their communication process. So this is the activity which shows how the operations are performed and the sequence of these operations. Next one is action state. Basically when we talk about action state, it shows the actions, the activities, the tasks which are performed by the system. Here you can see state in which some work is being done. That means किसी एक particular state में जो हमारी activity है, जो हमारा कोई task है, वो क्या perform हो रहा है, उन्हें हम show करते हैं with the help of states diagrams. State terminates when the work is finished. That means कोई भी हमारी स्टेट तब फिनिश होती है, तब कंप्लीट होती है जब हमारा कोई भी सिस्टम अब कम्प्लीटली वर्क कर लेता है. जब वो कम्प्लीटली वर्क कर लेता है, फिनिश कर देता है अपना टास्क, दैट मीन्स ओनली देन अ स्टेट कैन टर्मिनेट. आफ्टर द टर्मिनेशन ऑफ वन स्टेट, देयर माइट बी द पॉसिबिलिटी दैट अनदर स्टेट कैन स्टार्ट इट्स प्रोसेस, इट्स टास्क. सो एक स्टेट के ओवर होने के बाद ये कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हमारा सिस्टम वर्क करना बंद कर देगा. हो सकता है अपनी नीड के अकॉर्डिंग यूज़र नेक्स्ट ऑपरेशन परफॉर्म कराए और उसके अकॉर्डिंग हमारा सिस्टम नेक्स्ट स्टेट में पहुंच जाए. दैट मीन्स ट्रांजिशन कैन बी पॉसिबल फ्रॉम वन स्टेट टू अदर स्टेट. नाउ इज़ अ बेसिक नोटेशन ऑफ एक्टिविटी डायग्राम. एक्टिविटी डायग्राम का यहाँ पर हमारे पास एक नॉर्मल रिप्रेजेंटेशन है. हम स्टार्ट करते हैं एक्टिविटी को यूजिंग दिस डार्क सर्कल. Then with the help of these oval shapes we represent the operations, the tasks which are performed, like data entry. Then the data which is inputted, it is going to be processed, and after that processing the output will be generated. But the main thing is that when you are going to terminate the process, it is terminated with the help of this symbol. This symbol is known as a bull's eye. So we are going to terminate the process with the help of bull's eye. Now comes the decisions. In the state transition diagrams, you can carry out the decision task with the help of diagonal symbol, diamond symbol. ये diagonal symbol की help से आप decisions और control statements apply कर सकते हो, like data entry. If data entry is correct, then further processing. Otherwise you can show the message data incorrect and dump in waste basket. That means the data is going to be garbage. Next is introducing concurrency. Concurrency basically means performing multiple operations at a particular point of time. So this dark circle again shows the starting of a process, then buy food and drinks. After that cook dinner and open wine bottle. That means these two operations can be performed at the same time. खाना भी बनाया जा सकता है और वाइन बॉटल को ओपन भी किया जा सकता है. तो इन दोनों ऑपरेशंस को हम एक साथ परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. दैट्स वाई वी आर यूजिंग द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ कॉन्करेंसी हियर. दैट मीन्स मल्टीपल ऑपरेशंस कैन बी परफॉर्म्ड एट अ सेम टाइम. आफ्टर दैट व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट कॉन्करेंसी, इट इज रिप्रेजेंटेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ लाइन, दिस डार्क लाइन्स. हियर यू कैन सी दैट. एंड आफ्टर दैट द प्रोसेस इज टर्मिनेटेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ ए बुल्स आई symbol. Now the next one is swim lanes. Basically when we talk about swim lanes, it is useful for the partition of compartments. जहाँ पर हमें पार्टीशन शो करना होता है वहाँ पर हम स्विम लेन्स का यूज़ कर सकते हैं. हम डिफरेंट सिस्टम्स को, डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स को विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्विम लेन्स ईजिली एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. लाइक यू कैन सी हियर देयर इज़ अ सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट. इन दिस सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट we are going to start a process with the help of this dark circle. This shows the initial state of a system. After that, get customer information is a task. Then there is another department called design department. So the communication between different departments is shown with the help of this swim lanes. Here different departments can communicate with each other with the help of swim lanes. Now the next one is calculate cost, and after that write tender. After performing all the operations, the task is terminated with the help of a bull's eye. Now comes the object flow. Object flow means the flow of information from one object to other object. Here you can see there are three departments: customer, सेल्स डिपार्टमेंट एंड डिज़ाइन डिपार्टमेंट। यहाँ पे हमने कॉन्सेप्ट यूज़ किया था अभी, सेम यही कॉन्सेप्ट स्विम लेन्स का। आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हैं डिफरेंट डिपार्टमेंट्स को हमने कनेक्ट किया विद द हेल्प ऑफ स्विम लेन्स। Here you can see this is the object and the information is flowed from one object to other objects. So this is a common example of object flow. Now comes the signals. Signals are nothing but the flow of information from one system to another system. That means transformation of information. So here again we have started the process, then receive request. After receiving the request, the operation is going to be performed, that is process request or archive request and archive. When all the tasks are performed, then we are going to terminate the process with the help of bullseye. Now comes the business processes, that is housing. यहाँ पर एक हाउसिंग का एग्जांपल हमने दिया है. there is a main one department called primary process, then other is the secondary process. For the primary process we have performed certain operations like magazine production, then data entry of applications, then data is going to be to the next module, that is application assessment. After that residence assessment, then this is a object residence which belongs to the class called assignments. So this is a object here. So from this object the information flows to the other component, other department called a secondary process. This is shown by again. Now here you can see statistical analysis. This is the operation which is going to be performed, and then at last the last operation is policy information. Now here is the activity diagram of method control. Activity diagram shows the activities, the tasks which are performed by a particular system. Here again we start the process with the help of a dark circle, then the operation is cover, then after that no more solutions of cover. अगर हमारे पास कोई solution नहीं है, then no solution will be found and the process will be terminated. But if we found a new solution, then we'll predict those values, calculate those values and obtain those values. After that we'll compare the values, and if the result is equal, then we will display a message called solution found and the process will be terminated. But if the result is not equal, then again the same process is going to be repeated. So now at last here are certain questions for you. You can try out these questions for yourself. The first question is explain activity diagram, and the next one is explain the need of these diagrams. So this is the end of today's session. Thank you.